I'm here in the north of Italy, in the Dolomite Mountains. In fact, on top of a Dolomite mountain. Here to drive perhaps the most controversial new Ferrari in quite some time. It's the FF. FF stands for Ferrari 4. Four-wheel drive and 4 adult passengers fit in this car. And that's where the controversy comes in. Four-wheel drive for a Ferrari? I mean, how is that going to work? Isn't that going to ruin the drivability and so forth? And 4 seats? Well, that's driven this kind of station wagon-y looking design here. That's a little bit of a controversy. I can tell you that the back seat is comfortable for at least someone my size. Lots of other stuff is new, of course, for the Ferrari FF. The V12 has been upgraded to the same engine family that the 599 uses. Now makes 651 horsepower. It's a healthy bump up from the 612 Scaglietti, which this car replaces. But how does the Ferrari four-wheel drive system work? Well, we're going to try it out here in just a second on this snow road course, and we'll let you know. Well, the four-wheel drive system works as advertised here. It allows you to start off on snowy hills and icy hills. Just like ABS, you can feel the brakes working. You can actually feel the clutches engaging the front wheels as they're grabbing for traction coming out of a turn or something like that. They've preserved a 43 front, 57 rear weight distribution thanks to this very lightweight four-wheel drive system that takes the drive off the front of the engine with a small little 2-speed transfer case in the front. And no differential, just clutches to engage each wheel as it's needed. Only 20% of the torque ever goes to the front wheels, which also helps preserve that rear drive feel. So it works really well that way. The tricky thing is, how is it going to work in the drive?
For some reason, the Ferrari engineers swear their all-wheel drive system only works on slippery surfaces. They claim it never kicks in on a dry track like the Fiorano road course. That strikes me as BS, meant to distinguish the Ferrari system from rival Lamborghini, which relies heavily on its all-wheel drive to achieve dry weather performance. Sure enough, out on the dry, twisty roads connecting the region's many ski resorts, a dash display showed that plenty of torque gets routed to the front wheels. Mind you, there's no muddy steering feel or torque steer or any other bad clues to suggest when the front wheels kick in, other than that display. The performance certainly establishes a new standard for a 4-seat Ferrari. Acceleration is borderline ballistic. The magnetic shocks prevent virtually all body roll while affording a cushy ride between corners. So the FF is the ultimate 4-seat Ferrari. Is it worth selling your surplus internal organs for, presuming they're worth about 300 grand? My guts say no. I don't love the shooting brake design and I hate the name. FF doesn't sound the least bit sexy or Italian, but mostly the car has a vaguely Ferrari for Dummies feel about it. The steering feels lighter and doesn't transmit as much information as a 599 or 458 helm. When fully engaged, the electronics make the car remarkably idiot-proof, and at lower workaday revs, the engine's note sounds almost utilitarian, like that of a UPS truck. Still, I remain in awe of the efficiency and performance of the 4RM all-wheel drive system, and I hope to see it applied to other Ferraris and maybe an Alfa Maserati or two.